Yo, what's good, you guys? It's Ye with the Multiversal Pod and Reese, and we're going to be doing something that I think we were definitely excited to do this. This is something that Reese suggested, and that is going to be an upcoming cinema for 2026. There's a lot going on this year.
Yeah.
We've had a lot already with, was Superman 2026?
No, that was 2025.
2025. So we haven't had too much. I mean, we have Mandalorian and Grogu that's coming out, which we're going to hit on that a little bit later. But there's a lot going on with the state of theaters versus streaming platforms, and I think this year is going to be the year that changes that. I think there's going to be a lot of people in theaters. Go to the theaters. Go to your local Cinemark. Go to your local AMC. Experience it. Bring your kids.
Support the movies, man. Don't bootleg it.
I mean, honestly, it's the experience too. Like, you're gonna get better quality sound, even if you get a seat close to the screen. That's better than your 22-inch screen that you got sitting at home. Like, come on, go to your movie theaters. Another thing, just because we're on the topic of going, go to your comic stores too. Go buy comics. Keep them in business. Is what we need for the superhero realm. Keep that going. So, I think that we should just get right into it. For our first movie studio that we're going to be talking about is Marvel. Obviously, we have Brand New Day coming up. What we know, it's going to be Spider-Man. He's kind of lost his way mentally, especially with how that tone of that first trailer was that we got. He doesn't really have anybody who's by himself, but my theory, he has somebody. It's probably going to be the Hulk, especially that happens in the comics where Bruce doesn't remember who he was, but Hulk remembers who he was. And there was that scene where he was talking about the spider thing in, I can't remember what movie it was, but when he was the hologram and he was talking about some spider thing.
Wait, were you talking, was that Infinity War?
It might have been Infinity War, yeah.
Infinity War, yeah.
But there's a lot that's going to be going on in this movie. We're obviously going to have Tarantula. We're going to have Boomerang. We're going to have Tombstone.
Which we haven't yet got to see yet.
We've got to see
every
him
other
in.
villain.
What special was he in?
Tombstone?
Tombstone was he showed up in something.
In like a live action?
In a TV show. He showed up in something.
He was in the Spider-Man animated, that new one that just dropped.
Yeah, he was definitely in the.
But I think the dude that's playing Tombstone played Tombstone before.
No, but he played a character in Black Lightning.
Yeah.
He played Tobias
yeah,
Webb.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's probably where they got it at. They saw him. They said, "Damn, this dude's perfect." He said, "We don't even got to put no special effects." You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Tombstone, what other villains? We're possibly going to get the Jackal. That's what our producer thinks. We think that that's who Keith David is going to be playing, the Jackal. Other speculations, him playing the Lizard, but we just don't see that, especially with what happened in No Way Home, and that he was kind of sidelined in No Way Home, even not really being the...
There's also no Oscorp in...
Yeah, very true. Thank you. There's no Oscorp in that universe yet, so we can't have a Dr. Connors, but we can have what is his name? Miles Warren, I think is his name. But we can't have a Jackal. We can't have a Jackal because he's gonna supposedly be at Empire State University. He has the hoodie on in the trailer, so we don't know if that's gonna be like because he's just showing up to classes because Bruce is teaching there, but I think there's going to be some sort of implication there. But if there is that, then we could get Gwen Stacy in this.
Ooh, that would be dope.
We could get a Gwen Stacy because, if some of you guys don't know, Empire State University is where he actually meets Gwen Stacy in the comics, so that could be a great... That could be great for the movie. I think it could be great for a lot of people also that watched Into the Spider-Verse, especially the younger youth of kids, because this Spider-Man is going to be a lot of the youths, like our generation of youths, first Spider-Man movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think they really are thinking about that, especially with all the comic implications that they've had so far with the trailer with Boomerang and Tarantula. I think that it's going to be a powerhouse movie. I think it's going to be better than the Raimi Spider-Mans. I think it will.
I don't know. It's a hot take.
I think we're gonna
That's a
get
hot take.
we're gonna get We're gonna get Peter's nerd side. We're gonna get that full when he's in the lab working where he's getting scanned. We're gonna get his full nerd side. I think we're gonna get a little bit more of an arrogant Peter in this movie, especially. He's kind of broken down a little bit. I just don't see him being Mr. Nice Guy how he normally is. What do you think?
If anything can top the Sam Raimi movies, man, it could possibly be this movie. But I don't think, in my opinion, Into the Spider-Verse is kind of better than the Tom Holland movies, in my opinion. Like,
well, I say if we go live action, like just live action.
If we go live
Obviously,
action,
Spider-Verse is untouched. That's up there with X-Men '97.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Doesn't need touch. Just keep doing.
Honestly, I guess because you could do a lot more with the special effects and like their powers and stuff. I guess So,
especially like Into the Spider-Verse adds those like little comic book wordings when there's like fighting
beautiful.
like a pow, bam, like
It's beautiful.
nothing tops that. So, what is your expectations for Brand New Day?
A Brand New Day. I know you already said the piece earlier about Daredevil, but like I really need
it to happen.
I need it so bad.
I mean,
it's like
we all do. I mean, who was it? Andrew Garfield said that he wasn't going to be in Spider-Man at all.
Right.
And then he ended up showing up, and I'm pretty sure him and Charlie Cox were roommates in college.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a little bit of the Easter egg right there.
Yeah,
But,
that would be dope, man.
It could be cool.
Yeah, I need to see Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man in this one screen. That's like...
There's so many covers, like so many great comic covers that have that trio on it. And if we can see that, absolute cinema. It's just gonna be great.
Yeah, and I definitely want to see what Tombstone role is gonna be. We know we know he runs like
He's gonna be running the crime,
underground crime world and stuff like that, underworld. So I'm excited to see that. I want to see what he looks like because we've seen everybody else in the trailer besides Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, and of course.
Well, my thing about it is, I wonder if they're just gonna like play off at how his character looks in the comics and give him like because the dude's bald in real life.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna give him like a flat top John. That would kind of be hard if it was like the same color as his beard. But then again, I think that the way Marvel kind of is, they'll leave him like in the comic accurate suit, but leave him how he is. You know what I mean?
See, I don't want I kind of don't want
or touch it up with special effects.
You played the Insomniac Spider-Man,
yeah,
and you know how Tombstone is this big burly bald head.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
I don't like that iteration of. I like the flat top,
gray.
Yeah, that's.
So, what would you think about having possibly what he looks like, what he looks like, bald guy, but having the tint of the gray, like put in the special effects?
And that probably, I mean,
or something like how they did
with
Drax, like something how they did.
Okay,
Drax.
yeah, I could probably be okay with that. It'll be.
That wouldn't be bad.
I would say, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I think I could get past that.
Okay,
for surely.
So, with that, we're moving on to the next Marvel movie, and this is probably what we talked about it, and we're gonna have a full, like, in-depth video on it. Everybody's waiting for Doomsday.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it. Everybody just wants a trailer.
Yo.
We talked about it already. We want a trailer. It's been 3 weeks since we talked about it, and we still haven't got a trailer. What are we doing?
No, seriously, though.
I don't understand this. It's like painful. It's like,
and they know what they're doing.
They know it,
exactly what they do.
But I will say sometimes they put out trailers too quick, and then they show something that's in the movie that's like fucked up or like isn't right or isn't even gonna be in the movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's been past times where we've seen clips that have been in a Marvel trailer that just have had no correlation whatsoever with the movie, and then you get back and you're like, what? Where did he go?
I'm just ready to see a full Doom. Like, what is Doom about to look like in here?
So,
I can't wait to see that action.
Do you guys think there's been a lot of speculation? Shout out Dream Juice podcast. I heard them. I'm pretty sure I heard them talk about it. Do you guys think that we're gonna see Robert Downey's face like in this first movie, or do you think he's gonna be disclosed as Doom the entire time? Like, and then there's gonna be this scene at the end where Thor and
I mean, I think
fighting.
majority of the movie, yeah, he probably will not show his face, but I do think there will be like towards the end of that fight where his mask dude comes off and like, oh shit, that looks like Tony.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we talked about this earlier. I need it, and I think it would like add so much depth to this story if Pepper is the replacement Iron Man in this storyline, and ends up in that fight scene, knocks his mask off somehow, and just like goes into a John Bernthal Punisher type of rage mode.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Pepper as Iron Man because we got to see her a little bit in Endgame.
Yeah.
But like me personally, I love Ironheart. I think we could. I wanna see her with at least the Secret Wars.
Well, we don't even know where she's at right now. Like we know after she made the deal with Mephisto to have her sister back, or her best friend, or whatever it is. But I'm guessing she's still in New York or wherever she was.
Chicago.
Chicago. So I'm guessing she's still in Chicago, maybe, but I don't think that we'll see her in this movie just because then if you bring her into it, you have to bring Mephisto right behind him.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I just don't. I don't think we're going to see no more of her. I don't think we're going to see. They're going to probably Moon Knight her. They're not getting.
No. I think it's going to get Moon Knighted, which. Come on, why did we Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Why did we do that? Why did we do it?
It was such a peak
sense.
show.
That was a great show.
It was so peak.
It's so great, and then they gave sprinkles of Doom's Castle in Moon Knight, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go back and watch Moon Knight, the ice cream truck that he ends up stealing, it has Latveria on it. You know if you watch the series, but yeah, I think that there is a lot of importance to this movie for the MCU. I think this is gonna bridge. This is almost. I hope it's not too much how Deadpool and Wolverine was a very nostalgic movie. I hope it's not too much of that. But I definitely think, especially with Kevin Feige working on the earlier X-Men movies, that there is going to be a lot of like farewell to the X-Men.
I was about to say it's definitely going to be a lot of farewell to the X-Men for sure. Yeah, actually, I agree with that.
So, what do you guys think? I think I gotta ask both of you, even our producer off cam. If we do get a Jean Grey in Brand New Day, like, what do we do if we get the old X-Men ending up seeing her and she's not there? Because we know Famke Janssen's not going to be in this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know every cast member yet.
Yeah, but she said that she wasn't going to be in it on the podcast. I know that's like.
I was about to say that's like Marvel.
But that's also non-disclosure.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta lie.
I was about to say you gotta lie.
Yeah,
you can never say whether I'm gonna be in this movie or not.
Because somebody asked James Marsden what his thoughts on Doomsday were, and he laughed.
Yeah, James Marsden did lie.
And then
about
third
that.
trailer drops. You get the craziest Cyclops cinematic shot that we've ever had
Craziest
out of the
Cyclops
20
shot.
years of the X-Men live action.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's Jean Grey in Brand New Day, I will say.
Okay.
I don't think. I could see
I think it's
Rachel
Typhoid.
Summers
I think it's either Rachel Summers, Typhoid Mary.
or Typhoid Mary, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not at that.
Jean Grey, no.
Yeah.
Too early to call that shot.
So, with more of the returning characters, I know we're getting Ant-Man's daughter back. So we are getting
Cassie
Cassie
Lang.
Lang.
Okay,
So we are getting her back. So we're gonna have some sort of Ant-Man figure. But do we know if Paul Rudd get?
He did get a chair.
He did get a chair?
He got a tiny chair actually.
He got a tiny
He got a tiny chair.
he
Okay,
did.
tiny chair Paul Rudd. That's
Yeah.
great.
Tiny
So
chair, Paul
okay,
Rudd.
so do we think there's going to be more tiny chairs? Or do you think that was just the Ant-Man people getting that?
Yeah, I think that's.
That was just the Ant-Man people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your needs to happen, and your don't needs to happen.
My don't needs, like you said, don't make it nostalgia based. I don't want to see that. Like you said, Wolverine, Devil Wolverine kind of did that. Don't get me wrong, it was a pretty good movie, but like it was just a lot that I was just too into. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what I want, I already told you I think before. Like I need to see James Marsden moving like how he was in X-Men '97. I need him to come and jump down the plane. I need him to slide across the room with his legs. I
Yeah.
need him to do all that.
I don't need no like, oh, you took my visor. I'll just open my eyes. No, I need him working that shit technically, like sliding
Right.
under shit, like hitting it, ching, 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 like hitting that. You know what I'm saying?
You already give him the comic accurate suit. Just go ahead and give him
Give
do
him his.
justice. This is his last time.
He should be, especially how he is. If you've watched X-Men '97 and if you've read some of the comics, he is the equivalent to Captain America. He's the equivalent to X-Men's Captain America.
Indeed.
A lot of the stuff that society sees nowadays is the Fox X-Men's version of him, where he's in love with Jean and just really is worried about keeping her away from Logan in that storyline aspect. That was just for that time period. That's not Cyclops.
Right.
Cyclops is a leader. He leads the team. He puts them into successful situations. He even sent his own son like a thousand or something years ahead in time so that he could save him from a virus, because he knew that was the only thing that would be able to save him, and that's the only suitable option, even if it's not what's best for him. He's great at making decisions that aren't about him, and I think that's why he's very Captain America-esque.
Yeah. I think. I know it's gonna happen. But I just don't want to see Charles die again. Like I'm just so tired of seeing my boy Charles go. Like he's just
Yeah, especially when they brought him back after not explaining the Moira McTaggart scene at the end of X-Men Last Stand. I don't know. Especially there's rumors that, I don't know if it's confirmed, that this is going to be Patrick Stewart's last movie. So
Both Patrick and Ian McKellen.
both of them. So both of the pair, Patrick and Ian, this is going to be their last movie. So I think that's kind of, I mean, they're in the same realm as Christian Bale
right.
and like Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. The rest of their lives, nobody's going to know them for pretty much, they're going to be known for being Professor X and Magneto. So I think that's a great farewell to them, but like you said, I think that they have died a lot, so they're going to have to make this one a very deep and emotional depth, very similar to how Iron Man died. I don't think that it needs to be a fucking fading off in the mist because Dark Phoenix did some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it needs to be like Charles is in a chair, he somehow gets hit by a projectile that flies and just almost, it would kind of bring a full circle moment to how Logan was killed. You know what I mean? Just an impale. I mean, it would be sad to see, but I think it's what we need.
Yeah. I would think they would do like a Ian McKellen Magneto grand ending. I could see that happening, because if you take a second, like, he was on the Jimmy Fallon show a year ago, gave a big Shakespeare speech.
Yeah.
He has his pitch still as a performer. So I could see like a scene where Magneto destroys something crazy.
I mean, he said that he's destroying New Jersey.
He's gonna blow New Jersey up. So
he's gonna go blow New Jersey up.
Seeing Magneto at the end of X-Men '97 and that whole scheme and how that went down, I'd like to see something like that live action with Ian McKellen. Because
I think they can do it.
One of my favorite live action villains, X-Men Rogue. Yeah, I've always liked Ian McKellen, and what I could see, I don't see it happening. Imagine, I mean, they're both of old age. They both end up dying at the same time in the movie.
I think that's the right way to do it.
Or what if they take that time and form Onslaught? But that's something that you can't call. No, I don't think they could. They could.
Well, it depends on if they break the barrier of wanting this to be their last film, then it would have to carry into Secret Wars, and that would have to be a team on Battleworld, because I
Right.
don't think there's enough time in this movie to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Movie's
Like,
already
it would
like
be
2 hours
great to
long.
see, and I think there's like a lot of stuff that would be great to see that I just don't think they're gonna fully get to. Like, we don't even know if the Guardians, like, where are they at? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot, and that's the thing about Marvel. There's so many plot holes
that this needs to answer.
that, especially throughout Spider-Man too. If you watched Morbius, Vulture,
I loved it.
Vulture at the post credits.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, why is Vulture in the Sony universe? I fully understand.
Moon Knight. What happened? Eternals, Blade. What happened?
But I did hear we are supposed to be getting the Midnight Sun
Yes.
project soon. So.
But I have also heard this, that one of the main reasons why we aren't going to get a Beyonders and why there's a plot hole in Eternals is because the Eternals have similar powers to the Beyonder on a cosmic scale, being able to create things, especially in Eternals, how they created that native culture. Like, they created that entire like community and cultural system. So I think the vision for this movie is having the Eternals take the role of the Beyonder, and that's where Doctor Doom's going to try to get his powers for Secret Wars. So I think that's how that plot hole is resolved, but then again, there's a lot of plot holes that need to be solved for Doomsday, and I think that's why it's taking so long, and that there's a lot of reshoots, because I think that they're working to get back to that.
And I feel like they're gonna go into Secret Wars empty-handed a little bit, because there's so many other characters that they're gonna have to tie in somehow.
Yeah,
Molecule Man, that Beyonder character, which
that's the biggest
The
one, that
most
Molecule
important.
Man is like, I'm surprised we haven't got it, but I was talking to a coworker at the comic store, and he was explaining that they might not even bring Molecule Man into anything with Secret Wars, and just resurrect, or somehow she was still alive, Wanda, and use her reality warping powers to fix. I know,
it's
but
not gonna work.
it's not. It's gonna have to.
It's gonna have
You know?
to.
They're gonna. I feel like they're gonna figure out a way. But there's. I think we'll get into more of this when we do our full Doomsday like review, and like before, and everything that you need to do before Doomsday. Go check our social medias. We have a full list that you need to watch list before Spider-Man Brand New Day and Doomsday. But yeah, there's just a lot going on in the Marvel universe, and I think we need to shift to a different universe. So let's move on to DC. Upcoming projects, we have Supergirl.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it, because if it's anything like Superman, like I said before in the previous video, I'm just not gonna like it. Don't get me wrong, like I do like the characters of Superman. I do like how the Guy Gardner is one of my favorite. Nathan that plays him, he's a good Guy Gardner. I love Hawkgirl. I love everything. I just love everything about the characters that's in the movie. Now, the storyline just wasn't as great. Like, Superman was literally getting his ass with the whole entire movie until the last 20
Hear me
minutes.
out. I think I brought this up to somebody and they totally disagreed and were like, no, it was a great storyline between Lex and Superman. That movie was what James Gunn, I think he tried to do what Daredevil and Wolverine did. Like, I know I'm bringing it up, or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm bringing it up again, but that movie was straight nostalgic. Like, you had all the characters. They had the mural with all of the Justice at the Justice. What was it called?
Hall of Justice.
The Hall of Justice. They had the mural up with everything. They brought in Green Lantern, Warhawk Girl,
Mr. Terrific for the first time.
Mr. Terrific. I like that.
Yo,
I-
Mr. Terrific is probably my favorite character, and besides Lex Luthor.
when he lands on that chair and it
Yo.
the way it moved his whole body was pretty cool.
His whole fight scene when he was trying to fight Superman was probably one of the best scenes in that movie to me.
Okay.
And the actor alone He played Darwin in X-Men First Class.
Yes.
Seeing him die off so quick.
Didn't get light, especially.
He didn't get the like shiny out as a superhero, but to see him go back as Mr. Terrific and get a better calling through James Gunn.
Right. I mean, he's definitely gonna be in Man of Tomorrow. That's supposed to be coming out, I think, next year. The new Superman 2.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna get a bigger role. I think he's also gonna come into like the new Justice League that James Gunn's trying to.
And
put
the
together.
Green Lantern series is gonna tie everything into.
Oh, I forgot about the Green Lantern series.
We'll make a video on that. We'll make it. That's gonna be for sure. When that full series
comes out in
drops,
August,
it's gonna
I think,
be. I think, but they just dropped a trailer for it.
Yeah, they did.
So
yeah.
whenever we get the full series out, we'll definitely do a full review like we did with Daredevil. But see, like just how we were talking about that, and it moved off of Supergirl. Like
Yeah.
that's how I feel about the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's like it has to do crazy things for me to love the Supergirl movie. I think this movie, I hope it's not a movie just about a girl and her dog. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the ending when she's like,
One guy, Crypto.
yeah, she's like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I hope this isn't that. If anything, that would need to be a TV series, like Supergirl and the Adventure of Crypto and stuff like that. But I think this movie has to bring a very strong female character into it from the comics. I'm not a huge DC comic reader, so we're going to do some research before that. But yeah, Supergirl expectations just be a little bit better than Superman.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And Lobo, Jason Momoa, I'm excited to see that. Like you said, he's been wanting to play this character for the longest, so I hope he brings everything he got to this role.
For sure. So let's move on to DC's second movie, and that is going to be Clayface. And I know our producer Rocco, he's going to be ecstatic about that movie, especially being likes horror films. Like, this is going to be, I don't know, this is probably going to be the first real superhero-esque, supervillain-esque horror movie. Like, we're going to get some things that are going to make you turn. They're going to get some things that are going to make you jump. And we're going to see a monster that, like, you might see in your dreams. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be... Even just the effects that we got in the trailer when the arm, like, reaches up like this in the shadow and it makes the... Yeah. There's so much potential for this movie, and especially with how James Gunn treats his special effects in Guardians of the Galaxy, I really think they're going to do a good job. Because even think about the monsters that Mantis takes at the end that are, that eat the batteries. Like, those were really good special effects. They moved good on screen. They were big slugs, so they like slugged forward. It was great. And I think if we get that with a changing figure of bodies, the only thing they need to perfect like how his transformation is going to be. So I don't like how like they did Secret Invasions, like how they like morphed and the skin would slowly change. I like how they did Mystique's where it like feathered into it. That's a great way to do it, but they need to find something that fits Clayface. You know what I mean? And I think they kind of did with the melting a little bit. I think the melting effect is going to be where it's at for that. But definitely a movie that we are waiting for. And what do you expect out of this movie?
I expected I expect for it to be the tie into Batman Part 2. Now I've heard
wait. I might have to take this dap up away.
Damn.
I have to retract the dap up because I'm pretty sure that's not in the Reeves universe. Isn't it in the DCU universe?
And I was about to say that. That's what I've heard. But if you watch Superman movie, in the background, it shows it's a news, and it shows that the flooding of Gotham, and you know how Gotham flooded in the Batman Part 1. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I never caught that. Did it actually?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It was talking about the flooding that happened in Gotham. So that's what I'm saying. Like, It has to be together some way somehow.
I think we talked about this either in the Origins episode. Yeah, it was probably the Origins episode. I think that if DC wants to make money, that's the route they'll go.
That's the route. You already have a Batman. You just brought a new Superman.
But you got two directors that are set in their ways on their projects.
Right.
You know what I mean? And James Gunn, even though he's the head of the DCU studio, he's still a director at heart. You know what I mean? Like, he's still a film creator at heart. So I think that if they can resolve that, then maybe. But I did some research before the video, and it said that it was going to be in the DCU, and that the Matt Reeves is not currently.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I only say that only because
So,
I've seen Superman.
Maybe actually reinstate the dap up. Reinstate the dap up. Maybe that answers our questions. Maybe I can't be paranoid thinking about, oh, what's this? How's it going to tie in? Maybe our expectations are Clayface answers all of our questions about which Batman we're going to get and what universe is Robert Pattinson's Batman in.
But then there's the thing, too. In 2027, we're supposed to be getting a Brave and the Bold. So, like, maybe does that tie into... See, I don't understand this. Like, I don't. Because then if that happens, y'all putting the Gotham flooding in the news, like in Superman, makes no sense then.
Yeah, that would be like almost Marvel type of.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Marvel makes up with it with their fight scenes.
Yeah. DC can't be doing what they do. They don't make good enough movies to do what they do. So.
Okay, so I think that's a pretty good wrap on like superheroes. I think we need to move on to the other franchises, and this is one that we talked about a little bit earlier, and that is going to be Mandalorian and Grogu. We're trying to get him into Star Wars. He's not a super Star Wars fan, but we just gave him the layout. He's gonna try to get that started, but can Star Wars come back from like their... I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but we'll go over to the producer. Can Star Wars return to theaters successfully? Like, can this franchise return, especially with all of how Disney Plus is? A lot of these people will be like, another Star Wars movie, I'll just wait till it comes out on Disney Plus.
It's risky. It's very risky. I mean, because their animated stuff right now, the Darth Maul show,
Great.
and Clone Wars, for example, you can throw that in there, even though it's older. But they have like the Bad Batch and stuff like that too. Those on streaming have done much more successfully than any of the movies that have came out in the past 5 years or so. I would say with the Mandalorian show, it started off on streaming as a show. It was good. The first season was great. I feel like they're dragging the Baby Yoda thing too much.
And they need to figure out what he's doing.
So that's what Grogu is, man. That's Baby
He's
Yoda.
Baby Yoda. He is
He's
a baby.
Baby
Okay,
Yoda.
so they gave him... I'll break this down for you just because it's not too much of a spoiler, because you'll eventually figure out who Luke is. So Luke basically gives him this option to go into Jedi training and become the next Yoda, and he actually offers him Yoda's lightsaber that he had saved. And then he, on the other hand, he had a gift that the Mandalorian gave him, and he was like, you can't have both, you need to choose, so whichever one you choose will tell me the path that you're going to make, because as a Jedi, you can't really have a family, and you can't have any, like, super strong, in-depth relationships with people like that if they're not on the Jedi Order. So he ended up choosing what the Mandalorian gave to him, and that's why it's Mandalorian Grogu and not Mandalorian and Yoda. But like we talked about, it's going to be risky.
I'd say with the movie, if it goes well, then they have a green light to, just come back to
move
theaters.
forward with it. Totally agreed. So we're going to move on to the next movie, and that is going to be Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. So let's give just a little backstory so you guys can understand what the movie is in the description. It is a prequel set 24 years before the original Hunger Games story. The film follows a young Hamish Abernathy as he competes in the brutal 50th Hunger Games, also known as the Second Quarter Quell. Fans will get a deeper look at Panem the games, and the events that shaped Haymitch into the mentor audiences meet the original series. So like when they meet everybody. So I think we're going to talk to you a little bit about this because this is your realm.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from this movie, and what do you need?
Watching the first four, and obviously I don't want to spoil for anybody who hasn't. I would say it's going to be set up well if they go alongside the book, because the book was crazy. That whole game, that 50th annual second quarter quell or whatever, it was crazy. And if you watch the original Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Haymitch is much older in those, and he's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why. This is the reason we're going to find out why he is the way he is.
So it's kind of like this is going to be that movie that ties all of the rest of them in and why these games are the way they are.
Sorta. We kind of see it in the fourth rendition of the Hunger Games, The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, because that was the 10th annual Hunger Games.
Okay.
So we don't get to see years 1 through 9, but we hear about them. So from there, we kind of get the setup of everything. So that takes place before the first 3 movies. So it would go 4th movie, 1, 2, 3. Well, no, it would go 4th movie, 5th movie, and then the 1st, 2nd, 3rd.
Okay.
Because the 3rd is like the end of it all.
Yeah.
But no, I say that I'm looking forward to this based off the trailer. I mean, based off the people we see in the trailer, I already know what happens to some of them, but I'm looking forward to it because I believe they just produced this very well. I think some of the people that they casted for some of the characters fit. I think the time frame fits for some of the reoccurring characters, but we see them at younger ages.
Okay.
So the stories add up. So it's just a moment of truth when we see it. We just gotta see it through.
Well, yeah. Great answer, because me and him haven't really read the books, and that's one of those things where, like, the movies, not like Harry Potter where, like, it's vague. A lot of the stuff in the books kind of matches up with the movies, would you say, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to something that's a little bit more kiddish. Reese definitely questioned me, like, why is this on the list, upcoming cinema? But I'd say for nostalgia purposes, Toy Story 5. I mean, who the fuck, like, Toy Story 5, man. So, with this description, Woody, Buzz, and the gang return for another adventure as they face a new challenge in a world where modern technology competes for children's attention. The film explores how toys fit into the lives of kids growing up in an increasingly digital age, while counting the themes of friendships and purpose that define the franchise. I think with that description alone, this could be a very good movie for the youth, especially a lot of, like it said, the digital age that we're in. It could bring some light to some of the kids. I feel like there's a lot of movies that do that for kids, like we talked about with Teen Titans Go, how it's a good show to get kids into superheroes. I think that Toy Story has always been one of those movies where it's good at showing lessons, but with toys, so that they can kind of relate to them and have it as a story arc.
Yeah, I mean, I was never really, honestly, a big Toy Story fan. In my opinion, people probably will hate me for this. It is Pixar, right?
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of the worst Pixar movies ever.
You think
In
so?
in my opinion, I honestly think it is.
Whoa!
I don't personally, and it also falls into that category of Shrek. I hate Shrek. I think Shrek's probably one of the worst.
That's crazy.
I'm about to throw you out the window.
Shrek,
So Shrek 1?
Shrek,
You're gonna do this Shrek 1?
yeah, Shrek is just not. It's not it, man. I just don't like it. Like, come on, bro.
Shrek, it's Shrek 1.
It's Shrek. I mean,
What is it not to like about Shrek?
Everything is just not good.
I'm an ogre.
I
Come on, man. Look, it got you right there. You laughed.
mean, yeah, but it's just like the movie is just like, yeah, Toy Story, one of the worst Pixar movies ever,
I
in my
will
opinion.
say though, I mean, Toy Story wasn't always one of my favorite Pixar movies, though, but like, at some point, you gotta stop continuing the story.
Yeah, you do gotta
Like,
give.
what are they gonna? Are they gonna do Woody and Buzz versus iPad kids?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
is it like,
yeah, that kind of does sound like what we're going into in this day and age of that movie.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Roblox or like
Yeah, I think
the apps are gonna come alive.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it is gonna be something like that. I think
that's gonna really piss me off.
You remember, okay.
That's gonna piss me off.
You remember the? So have you watched Toy Story though?
Yeah.
Do you remember like the Etch-a-Sketch thing? How like it was the thing that was like he was drawing.
The
Oh yes,
with the knobs?
yes.
That thing was alive, and that was some sort of technology at that time. So,
Right.
do we think that these iPads are gonna be talking to the toys, like talking shit? Be like, yo,
If
we're the superior
Yeah,
toys.
because they had some of the like battery pack toys that like spoke. Like if you
Yeah,
pulled the
yeah,
trigger,
yeah.
Like they used to talk back to the like Woody and Buzz and them.
Mhm.
So who knows?
So
Yeah.
so now that he said that, I'm not going to go watch Toy Story 5. Now that he said that, I really think that's what's gonna happen.
We
If
may
I see an
have-
iPad come alive, bro, I'm just gonna like.
You may have just confirmed this for me as well. I think we're gonna cancel that off the slate.
Yeah.
If this was an option, we'd probably edit this out. We're gonna keep it going on to the next movie. And this one is something that like The Rock's in it, so I'll go see it. I'm kind of a The Rock fan. I vote with The Rock. The Rock is cool. Hopefully The Rock votes with me. But I'm gonna talk about Moana, and this is the live-action adaptation that reimagines Disney's beloved animated story. Moana sets itself across the Pacific Ocean to save her people, embarking on a journey of self-discovery alongside the demigod Maui. The film aims to bring the original music, adventure, and Polynesian-inspired storytelling to a new audience. So, I think this is gonna be the exact same movie as the animated, with maybe a few more Polynesian tie-ins for like the cultural aspect of it.
Right.
But I deadass think this is gonna be the exact same thing as Moana, the animated show or the animated movie, and I think that, like they said, they're trying to reiterate this to a new audience, probably get older people watching it and people that are into musicals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big on musicals, but I mean, Moana wasn't bad. I watched Moana before I watched Toy Story.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I
Like,
mean-
there was definitely, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple songs in Moana that were stuck in my head for a little bit. Like, what can I say except you're welcome? Like, that shit was stuck in my head for a little bit. Like, I will say,
some bangers.
yeah, they're good. Disney's good at making like some like little bangers in their TV shows. Like
Is that also Pixar?
is it?
Is Moana Pixar?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, Moana's Disney because it both Disney with Pixar.
Disney Animation.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
You can never know nowadays with all the licensing stuff.
Yeah.
You never know which.
Because
is
what,
which.
like Tangled? That's not Pixar.
No.
That's Disney animated. I think Moana's Disney animated because it's a
Yeah.
princess.
If it is, if it isn't, and it is Pixar, and we're gonna keep listening to Pixar, can we get like I want another Finding Nemo or?
Yeah, but they kind of they left it in good hands with Finding Dory.
Oh
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think we
Like-
leave. I think like Rocco said earlier, we gotta leave some things alone and just
Like
leave-
Monsters Inc. for
Yeah, like
example.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
I like how they
Monsters
made
Inc.
Monsters
Inc.
University. It was good.
That's
But
like Monsters
They
Inc.
gotta leave it on. You didn't like it?
I didn't really like it.
Okay. I mean
Yeah.
that it there is an era. You know what I mean? You gotta like a certain animation style. I think they have a different type of animation style. But let's move on to this is our producer's probably most anticipated movie. You'd say this is
outside
your
of Marvel.
And I've heard,
Outside
I've
of
heard
Marvel?
nothing about this movie.
Me
so-
neither. But he told me a little bit about it, and it is The Back Rooms, based on the viral internet horror phenomenon. The Back Rooms follows characters trapped with a seemingly endless maze of eerie yellow hallways and surreal spaces that defy logic. Inspired by the popular online lore and videos from Kane Parsons, the film is expected to blend psychological horror, mystery, and found footage style suspense. So let's let him take it over. What do you think, based off of what you've seen so far? What are you ready
It
for?
looks great. I mean, I would say from how he started at 16 years old on YouTube, on Blender, making these 3D animated rooms of just copy paste same yellow walls, same tan carpet, just adding random stuff, and it just continues on for what, like 30 different videos. He just adds in like random entities or random different rooms. So it's just not just that yellow room that you see like in the trailer. There's probably, from the lore that he created, there's about like 200 different surreal like spaced rooms.
So it's almost like a like being trapped in a
Have
like
you
a
ever
live version of a clown house.
Kinda. Have you ever seen
Gravity
like, the original-
Falls. Have you ever seen Gravity
Yeah.
Falls when they're in Bill's mindscape? Like when they're just opening the doors and it's a whole bunch of different realities. But it would be, instead of doors, it would be hallways.
Kind of, but not really. Have you seen the original photo of the back rooms?
No,
Let's
I have
start
not.
there.
Okay.
I've heard of this movie.
I mean, I just the fact that it's a psychological. Oh, so it's like you don't know what the hall. Okay,
This
so
was like a Reddit post long time ago, and it was like the back of like a closed down retail store. Like, you know how like they have the shelves blocked off to a certain thing because they can only sell so much, and the back of the store is all empty, no shelves. And
Right.
that's just that. And somebody posted that, and it became a giant lore. And like, I'll show you another room that they would have like in this back rooms, like wherever it is.
we'll show you guys too. He'll put it in the camera frame real quick.
Yeah. Like, for example, this is room 37. I don't know if you get. It's like a pool room.
Okay.
Mm.
It's just liminal spaces, and this dude, the 16-year-old, just created this. Got millions upon millions of views on YouTube. A24 found him. Was like, hey, you want to produce this into an actual movie? Sure. Probably one of the youngest directors to ever do it. Dude's 2021. Still doing it on Blender, making most of this on Blender. So I really want to see where this goes. As somebody who branches into film, who's going to school for film, still very young, I want to see where I could get myself into the future, like as a filmmaker. But like for him, starting off this young, that's so impressive.
Yeah, no, that's very. Just to be able to have the respect. I mean, A24 is that's who's making the horror movies now. Like, if there's a good horror movie that comes out, it's A24, and I think that's a good. That it's not good. It's amazing for you to be 20 years old and have your own movie, essentially, like your own title card that's yours. Like you
Same
created
thing
it.
for Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
His college project, his final college project, he turned in Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to turn in Jurassic Park as your final project, that says something.
Mhm.
But yeah, A24 is making all the horror movies, and if it isn't A24, then it's Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peele, I don't know if the mics can pick up on this, please direct Blade.
I could love that. I could
Please
love that.
direct Blade.
I wouldn't
like it. I would love it.
I want to say I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be insane, actually. Jordan
What if we
Peele
got like
directing
a?
Blade?
What if we got like a team up with him and
Moon Knight?
no, I'm talking like a director team up. Like
Oh.
I'm gonna get flack for this for forgetting him already.
Is it-
Who's the dude that made Sinners?
Oh, Ryan Coogler.
Oh, Ryan
Him
Coogler.
and Ryan Coogler on a Blade movie would be insane.
Ryan Coogler did direct the Black Panthers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
so
pretty
you
good
get
movies.
if you get Ryan Coogler's character arc mixed with the side of Jordan Peele's darkness that he brings into some of these horror movies,
that'd
I
probably
think
be
that would
that'd
be
be
an
a
insane
banger
movie. It would be insane. But we'll save that for theories. We'll
Heck
save that for a
yeah,
theories
heck
episode
yeah.
because I like how that was going. We'll save that. So now let's get into the major animation releases. I know that I'm excited for this. I got a comic book. Where is it? Might not be. It's somewhere over there. But we have X-Men 97 Season 2 coming out soon. And I think that's probably what I'm most excited for. I mean, this leaked trailer that we got that has all these new teams. We got X Factor, we got X Force, we got. I think there's one more team too. I can't remember off rip what it is, but there's gonna be a lot in this animation series, and I think this is gonna kind of make way of what give an idea to the studios of what we want to see in the reboot.
In the reboot, yeah.
X-Men.
You think they will take stuff from 97 into the reboot?
I think they will. I think they're gonna take the aspects. I don't think that they're gonna bring Sebastian in. I think if they did, he would be like an end-all character. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be how it was in the series. But I do think that they're gonna base the reboot of the X-Men around more of enemies like Bolivar Trask and Senator Kelly that are more human-based, and especially I feel like we have a lot of stuff going on nowadays with civil rights and everything, and just people not really understanding where they're at. And X-Men in the 70s when it came out was 60s or 70s.
Was around it,
Yeah, it was around that time period where there was a lot of confusion in the world, and it kind of made you realize that even if you are different, you can still make a difference in the world, and you can be a hero. So I think that's always what's great about X-Men. You can't take that away from them.
I'm glad
I've always liked X-Men.
I'm glad they're not doing like bringing Wolverine into it.
Yeah.
I would be damned if they bring in anybody besides
Dude,
Hugh Jackman. I'm not going.
I'm not gonna lie. I seen a mock-up of somebody in the dude that plays Homelander. I seen a mock-up of him with a little chops and
I don't think he could be Wolverine.
I think he's too tall. I think we need to find a shorter actor to play him.
Have you seen Kingsman?
It sounds
Like the British spy movie.
I think so. The King
Same guy who plays Elton John in biopic, Taron Egerton. I feel like he could be a good Wolverine.
Wolverine. Okay.
He has the height for it, but like he's saying, you just can't replace that Hugh Jackman, who's
He did it.
perfected the role.
Right.
And I think
It's tough.
a thing that I don't think Marvel understood that they were gonna do with Deadpool and Wolverine is they made everybody fall back in love with the character.
That's what I'm saying.
Like when he hit the "Let's fucking go,"
Yeah.
when he hit that, that was it. You know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. They can't. Don't replace Hugh Jackman. Like they said, till he's 90. I just keep him till he's 90. I don't care.
Give us. I mean, but that wouldn't be bad too, because then you can definitely get Old Man Logan out of that, like a comic accurate Old Man
True.
Logan that they tried to show a little bit at the end not the end, when they were looking for the variants when he was with the TVA, when he took the teleporting machine to the different multiverses. But yeah, that's gonna be X-Men 97 season 2. And I'm going to let you talk about this one because you're excited for it. And you already know what it is.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is definitely one of the. I'm overly excited for it. I fell in love with season 1. Like I said, it's like a comic book low key. It's like how they would do with the Spider-Verse. They go into like different episodes, like with the pages and stuff like that.
It's different. You go through different panels.
Yeah, I think I'm just really excited for it, man. Scorpion, Tombstone. It's you know what I don't get?
I love Scorpion in it. I love how he's like he calls him out.
Yeah.
He like screams that. It's so funny.
Yeah, heck yeah. And this suit, that's another thing too. I wish his suit was just like how I wish I took his suit from the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bring it in a brand new
day. Or gave him like the Insomniac
like a lighter tint of green type of thing, like shiny, almost metallic.
Yeah, and the better. I mean, don't get me wrong. The cowl looks. I mean, I've seen it like from like the action figures and stuff.
But it looks gray almost. Like
yeah,
it looks gray.
I don't. That's just hope. Yeah, I don't know.
But you know how they are about stuff like that. They always dull it out a little bit because they think that it's gonna look.
Same thing with Vulture.
too
Like
silly.
his wings were all scrap metal parts.
Right.
Like no green.
Yeah.
That was. I don't understand that.
I will say the justice that they did with Vulture with the the jacket with the feather.
That was
kind of.
But his
brought it.
storyline did tie in well with the Stark Tech and stuff.
It
Yeah,
definitely
hell
did.
yeah. And I'm excited to see Iron Man in season 2 in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes.
That's gonna be hard.
There's that, and sorry, backtrack a little bit, but that's another thing I'm excited for in season 2 of X-Men 97. Bishop's going back. In that little clip, it's like, we gotta go back to get the X-Men. And when he says that, who's saving the the regular universe since the X-Men aren't there. We got all those clips in season 1 of those different universes, or those different characters when they were going through the power outage and everything like that. I think in X-Men 97 we see a lot of revival of some of those old 90s characters that we saw in the cartoon teaming up with the X-Men. Maybe they leave a couple behind and they have some sort of like superhero strike team or something like that. I just think there's a lot of opportunity for that. And same thing with Spider-Man, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. There's a lot of opportunity for that.
Yeah, I do want to see some team-ups, especially with some street level heroes. I want to see. I know you guys watched Ultimate Spider-Man before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to. They have to bring in like White Tiger.
You want to see the 4?
Like
You want to see the 4?
Yeah,
huh?
I just got to. That would be so hard. Yeah.
I mean, the point that he is in that, at his age, he looks very young too. So I think that they can. I don't know if they specify what grade he's in, but I think they could definitely have him, like, as a younger high schooler, and going on and finding new friends that are just like him.
Yeah, and then and also in season 1, Charlie Cox voiced Daredevil. Hopefully he comes back in season 2 as well. I would love to see that too.
I think the way Charlie Cox is, he is so selfish about that character. I don't think he'll let anybody else do it.
I want to. Hey,
I'm for that
I'm
too. It's like
fine
if
with
you're
it.
fully that character, like he deadass has a Instagram account that's a Daredevil account.
Yeah.
Like, he is Charlie Cox and Daredevil, and I think that's so cool. I think more actors need to be like him that are deep diving into these. If you can deep dive, John Bernthal, perfect example. And you can branch into these, like we said, like I always say, we're gonna do some research. That's what these are for. They give you the answers. I mean, you can't really see. I don't know. They can probably see it now because of the right there. We have Spectacular Spider-Man versus Tombstone. Like we might see that type of scene in the show, especially when he was, or in the movie when he was in the jail scene fighting the Hand. That's definitely something that I think we can see. But enough of the animation. Let's get into the real heavy hitters of 2026, and that is going to be with the first one, The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. There's so much anticipation around this film. It's insane. I mean, we all know. I mean, you may not know it, but if you do, go watch a little YouTube video about The Odyssey. The 10-page poem or something like that. The original is like a 10-page poem or something like that. And
I read it in high school, the actual Odyssey. So,
yeah,
I mean,
it's a story that has been passed down since ancient times. It survived that long. It's had so many different iterations, and I love that we are finally getting a movie for it. It's gonna be great to see all these live action casts that they've created. Got Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Zendaya, Travis Scott.
Patterson's in it, right?
Yeah, Robert
Pattinson, is he in
Pattinson.
it?
yeah.
Who plays?
Wait, did you say Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
Travis
He's
Scott
a-
is
he's a-
going to be
that's-
in
that's, like,
The Odyssey.
confirmed? Like, oh, shoot.
Confirmed. Christopher Nolan. They said why, and they just said that it resonates a little bit with like this day and age. I think he's playing some sort of like
He's playing a storyteller from their time.
Oh,
a
okay.
performer / storyteller who told the story of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
definitely does.
But
make
to
sense.
see Travis Scott in that role, we never really see him take on a serious role like this. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I've never seen Travis Scott in shit.
I was about to say I haven't seen him in anything. I have not seen Travis Scott in anything.
besides like his performing, like
Yeah,
he's just
like in,
a rager. He's
what was
screaming.
There was like that documentary about him, but I mean,
I don't count. That's
that's not
Travis
like that's
Scott,
totally,
yeah.
that's totally different.
What's
It's
that
like
documentary about
being
how
followed-
he-
you're being
how he got people
followed.
killed at his
yeah,
concert?
it was
Like,
about getting people killed at his concert, and like when you're doing a documentary, those motherfuckers aren't caring about
Right.
like the cameras that are following. If anything, they're like, hell yeah, cameras following me. You know what I mean? But I think this film has a lot of potential to give the readers what they want and tell a great story while giving us great action. I can say this: if you love movies, you love Greek gods. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or even if you love a story, the Greek gods and the Greek mythology have so many like storylines, even if they're made
Right.
up. There's so
You're
many.
not a Percy Jackson fan, man. That's sad.
Yeah, I mean,
From the books to the movies, like
yeah,
I mean, look who's directed, Christopher Nolan.
yeah, like
Oppenheimer. That was a great movie. Just the storytelling.
I haven't like watched that. I haven't watched that in a minute.
I watched it. I rented it on Amazon Prime the other day. It was like $2.
It's on there.
Yeah, I think so. Oppenheimer, and I rented it. It was good watch, good rewatch. I was like, I understand why. I understood why.
It was paced perfectly. The way that Christopher Nolan writes his stories, his movies, every movie's different, but he follows like a certain strand of patterns when he makes his own movies. Like if you want to
Yeah.
go back and watch Tenet, if you ever seen Tenet, you have to watch that movie twice to actually understand.
Like fully understand
to
it.
fully understand it.
I think that was like, I think that was the like the how you what you had to do with Batman Begins too. Like you kind of had to rewatch it to get over like how cool the filming and the lighting was, and how good it made like Bruce Wayne look, and how good it made Batman's suit look. Like you kind of had to go back. I get what you're saying. You had to rewatch it just because it's such dense like stuff that it's so amazing. It makes you rewatch it twice.
Yeah.
So second on the actions blockbusters, we have Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg. I'm not really sure about this film.
I don't know about this one.
I was about to say, I don't know about this one either.
I'm pretty sure it's scheduled for later in 2026, so it's going to be on that cusp. But yeah, if it's by Steven Spielberg, it's probably going to be a pretty decent movie, and there's probably going to be a very good storyline with some dude chasing after a hot girl.
I can read you the plot.
Let's hear it.
A 2026 science fiction film directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor,
Okay.
about the revelation of extraterrestrial life in government cover-ups.
Ooh,
That actually sounds-
Steven
So-
Spielberg is gonna get himself killed. Literally, what a great timing. But what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that reading that, it does sound good.
Yeah, it does
Yeah, it
sound
sounds
like that.
amazing.
Makes me like, oh,
Because all that stuff's kind of popping up in
right
there
now. That's what I said. He's gonna get himself killed. But I mean, I always like a decent alien movie, right? I mean,
Yo, what's the? Oh my God, The Quiet Place.
oh,
Yo,
Quiet
The
Place.
Quiet Place is a real good movie. Now the newest one that came out, it was decent. But it
That
doesn't
first
hit
one, like
the-
when they were in the basement.
Yes,
Yeah, and they were
that
trapped
was-
down there.
yo,
Yeah, that was good.
peak.
Have you seen Nope by Jordan Peele?
Yes, that is
No, I don't know if I
amazing.
have. What is it
Take the
about?
time to watch Nope.
What is it about?
And didn't Jordan Peele also make
Get out.
Not Get Out. I mean, yeah, he did make that too. But what was the one?
Us.
Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro,
Us.
I remember I saw Us. I went to go. I think I went to go with a girl, and I was like, "Yo, this movie's really good." And she was ended up like being late a little bit, and I was like, "Don't even end up showing up. I'm just gonna watch this movie. This shit's good."
I did.
Like,
I
this
went
shit
with my
was-
mom to see that.
That shit
was
was good.
Yeah,
I
that
sat
was
there and I watched that
amazing.
movie by myself because I was like, "There's some things when you're younger, like you gotta watch a movie by yourself."
Yeah, and also,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
not gonna lie, that kind of like I almost shit myself watching that movie. It was
No,
so-
I dead ass.
it
My
was
mom.
really-
I was a junior high, I think, when that came out. My mom picked me up, and like I was like, "Is there another version of me that I don't know about?"
Yeah, like that's it really makes you think like we probably really have like real live doppelgangers out here, or just like
Ultimate reality versions of ourselves.
yeah, like what the heck?
Yeah, that movie definitely does make you think. That makes you like you got out of that movie, you thought about something.
Yeah, Jordan Peele has a lineup. Like he's good.
Good. So the last action blockbuster that we have, which I am very excited about this because just I grew up on watching the cartoons, and that is going to be Masters of the Universe, and that is going to be a He-Man live action film. I think this has a lot of potential. I think there was a trailer that was released for this. I did watch it, if I'm correct. I could be tripping, but I definitely believe there's a trailer for this. I have been waiting for a He-Man live action movie for so long that it's kind of like I'm through with it. But if this movie's amazing, I'll change that, and it has potential to be one of the best movies of the year and a life-changing movie for me. But we'll see how that goes. Do you guys have any past interactions with Masters of the Universe or He-Man?
He-Man and Skeletor, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
my
He-Man,
dad
Skeletor.
definitely has watched it, I would
Yeah.
say.
If you- Yeah.
Me personally, no.
Yeah, me either.
But it looks good.
So, I think we're gonna go onto this next segment knowing basically all these movies that come down that we've went over. What do you think is your top 5, like your biggest out of those that you're ready for, like that in line? We'll start at 5.
Odyssey. That's going in there. I am ready to see all these characters in the same room. That's gonna be dope. 4. I want to go 6. I just know how stupid it's gonna be. But it's like, I know I said I'm gonna see it, but I'm gonna go watch Toy Story. I'm gonna go see this stupid ass movie. I'm gonna go watch this movie. I'm gonna go see what this is about.
So Toy Story 4.
Yeah. 3. You got Hunger Games on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hunger Games. I'm excited to see that. I just have to go back and watch the movies, but from what I remember from when I was a kid when they first came out, those are really good movies.
Yeah.
Like I was watching my sister, shout out to Deja. She loved the books. She read all the books. She watched all the movies. She's a big.
I remember seeing the first one. I did the same. Did you watch the first one with your sister?
Yeah,
I watched the
my
first one with
mom.
my sister too,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy shit, this is like these movies can be real sometimes.
Heck yeah.
They make you feel real. But
2,
2.
Moana.
You fuck with The Rock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love The Rock.
The Rock's
Any movie The Rock is in, bro, I'm gonna go watch that movie.
The Rock is the man.
He's the man.
I have a statue somewhere in this house that is the head of The Rock and the body of a crocodile. And it's called The Rockadile. It's somewhere, and I'm gonna find it.
No, I'm gonna.
I'm so serious too. Shout out Mark. Mark bought me that. Yes, there is a crocodile somewhere in this house. But let's hear your number 1.
Number 1 is Doomsday. Of course, I don't got Spider-Man Brand New Day in there.
Just because it's coming.
It's
coming
right now. But Doomsday is, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and then Avengers all in one movie. You can't beat that. Like I said, but they have to do that. They have to do that right. Like you can't put all these characters in a movie. But like I said, like they kind of did that with Infinity War. Like, they did a really good job adding all these different heroes into it.
Yeah.
So like I think they could do the same thing with Doomsday. Yeah, it's got to make it good, man. That's all. Yeah.
I think for my number 5, you definitely got me hooked on it after that, like showing me the pictures, the back rooms. I think I'm definitely gonna go check that out. I think that's gonna be number 5 on the list. Number 4, Toy Story 5. Like you said, I just have to have it on there. And it's gonna be there. I have to know what happens to my childhood characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So number 3, I'm gonna go Supergirl, just because I was very dormant to going to see the Superman movie, but I ended up going through it and I ended up liking it a little bit. There was, like we said, there's parts of it that are a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I think Supergirl can bring everything back into it, but like you said earlier, just don't make it about her and the dog. Make it about her and a problem, and have the dog help a little bit.
Right.
So, for number 2, I'm going to go Clayface. I'm actually very excited for that movie. I tend to lean towards some of these horror-esque type of things. Like I said, I like the Werewolf by Night. I like when they have supernatural and scary type of things that make you as a kid go, ooh, like what the, what? A person's gonna shift into a monster like that? Like, I like that type of stuff, and obviously for number 1, it should be everybody's number 1 for this year, and that's going to be Doomsday. We're all waiting for it. Let's get a trailer soon, please. Please. Let's get something, but that's kind of, I think that kind of wraps up the upcoming cinema for 2026. We're going to have all our social medias as we normally do in the description. Check us out over on those pages. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what movie like you're anticipating and waiting for this year, because we'd like to know, especially so we can get a review out for you and maybe get a preview, you know, just a preview video. Maybe go through some trailers.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in, and that's all for this episode.